I smell fear.
Is that singed? It is singed. No one plays singed.
I'm keeping Chamber Knight around just so I know what like a tough Zone 1 enemy is when I'm end game level. I keep 1 or 2 bosses like that. Especially if they're super annoying. Caelid's an interesting zone because it's just covered in like fleshy pustules and like red rot. Which doesn't sound interesting, but it is. I assure you. Goodness gracious, that enemy just gave me 1,000 runes. I am way not in the correct level for this right now, let me assume. Okay, well, great sword made from the flesh of a worm. Like a WYRM, so you know. The good kind. This is an even better farming spot than the other one. If I can actually, like... Now let me go explore this last region. That's all I want. Ooh. Are you...
She's here. She didn't leave.
An ally has been slain. They are
Vulgar militia armor. Rife. Right. Perfect. Oh wait, there's another down path, Jared. Don't get too ahead of ourselves, folks. I'm breaking every pot along the road. They're all poisoned, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to go to a Shrine of Grace, which is right there. That's how you're supposed to get down. Just the giant ball again. I mean, to my understanding, as long as I stick to, like, rocky outcroppings, the ball won't get me. Is that a cave? Jared, I'm seeing a cave. We're going into the cave.
Whoa. This is...
Stuff, so...
Yeah.
Got him. Let's get Antos.
What'd you call him?
What?
Is it Patroclus?
It's Patroclus.
Okay.
the quiet before battle.
I actually should probably mute that. Well, yeah, I'll mute it. Ben does not need to worry about all that. Any good YouTube videos to end my night?
Sometimes everyone can just come in and kill me as the dragon. Like, from full. That's 30.
No, I'm not asking you to stay. No, then I'd leave. I'm saying if you left immediately after your one class, I would go to all my classes. If you didn't, I wouldn't. Because my Thursday one goes till 6:30, and I don't want to do that. So I'd leave before that class started. And I'd probably catch a podcast of it.
An enemy has been slain. You have been slain. The rage. An enemy has been slain. Suffer my fury. Has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
We're in this together.
You have slain an enemy. Enemy rampage. Shut down. Ace.
If that doesn't work, throw them into the abyss.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Enemy triple kill. Slain an enemy. You have slain an enemy. The rage. Has been slain. You have been slain.
So, I feel pretty confident that the Republicans are leading right now in the ballot, and that the electoral environment continues to be pretty challenging for Democrats. It's been pretty static for the last many months.
So, Kyle, there is one state where Republicans are contemplating giving Democrats a gigantic gift, and that is the state of Missouri. We've been following this race fairly closely. This is an open seat, and there is a robust primary on the Republican side. Previously, the top candidate, at least based on the polling, was
Senate leadership.
How would you handicap his odds, though? Because there was some polling, even before these latest scandals, that seemed kind of hopeful for some of the Democrats in the race. We've interviewed Lucas Kuntz here, who has a good profile. He's a military veteran. He's got a very populist sort of tone and plans for the state and for what he would do in the Senate. So do you think that if Greitens was the nominee, Missouri's a very red state at this point, but do you think Democrats might have a shot at it?
I think you'd at least have to keep the door cracked open to the possibility of a Democratic upset if Greitens were the nominee. I wouldn't say that if any of these other candidates were the nominee. And so that's the fear for Republicans. They just don't have to deal with that when they otherwise have a lot of credible targets to try to win the Senate back.
Kyle, one of the things we've been trying to look at is the Trump effect within all of this. We just had that rally down in Georgia where we see that Trump is 100% fixated on stop the steal. Georgia voters don't appear to feel that way whenever it comes to governor.
Again, I wonder if sort of the grievance of 2020 is part of that, even though Trump and his allies have produced really nothing in terms of credible evidence that they really were robbed in 2020. But again, sometimes waving the bloody shirt there can actually have some sort of motivational advantage. Now, it also seems like, though, that Trump's endorsement himself is not necessarily enough to catapult some of these candidates. I mean, he was speaking the other day on behalf of David Perdue, the former senator of Georgia, who's challenging. You open yourself up to the possibility of some of those folks not getting over the finish line. It seems likely to be the case in the spring.
Yeah. Well, it's been really great talking to you, Kyle, on this, looking at your analysis. I mean, any closing thoughts in terms of how things might change in the future? What would people want to look for if there was going to be some change up in your prognosis for the elections?
Again, advise approval rating, do we see some sort of level of improvement? Again, I'd say that by and large we really haven't. We didn't really get much of a bounce from the State of the Union or from the response to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. I also think that the
An enemy has been slain.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching.
That's right. Just as a reminder, you can become a premium subscriber today.
Thank you for joining and sitting down with us. I want to explain a little bit about kind of why we're here and what we did. So the show is about real fantasy. Hey. White people realize in this moment all of caused by what we would look at as systemic problems, like redlining and the Homestead Act and the GI Bill. They look at it as single parent. Why can't these people get I just want to give you over with all that being said, how do you move forward? Because you can change a couple things and it could be written by the same people. And so I don't think we get out of the trap that obviously, as you say, people that so what I mean by this is the best activists in blacks and whites do not use marijuana. And in fact, young with all the violent crime arrests and this is doesn't anybody tell them that you're in the building? This is an unjust system that is implicating all of us and having a direct effect because the person who has one now has what the American Bar Association in the system. What's that? They're in the system. 40,000 the marijuana what has done of just what we've seen it is perfect economic and the lack of empathy there is that those folks who are facing direct this is an unjust system that is implicating all of us and having a direct effect because the person who has one now has what the American Bar Association in the system. What's that? They're in the system. 40,000 the marijuana what has done of just what we've seen it is perfect economic and the lack of empathy there is that those folks who are facing direct